I counted in just 5 minutes, the sales agent said the word luxury 10 times. Luxury flooring, luxury appliances, luxury this, luxury that. And then she showed me a Fisher and Paykel dishwasher with some herringbone floor patterns. Here's the thing. I recreated the exact luxury experience for myself and it costed me 20,900. Nothing extra. Not the 100,000 premium they wanted. Today, I'm going to expose how developers weaponize the word luxury to make you overpay, and more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to get the quality you actually want without falling for that marketing trap. By the end of this video, you'll never look at the luxury listings the same way again. Let's break it down. Okay, let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked at a real estate listing online, whether it's an apartment or a townhouse or a single family home? I bet you saw the word everywhere. Luxury. Luxury condo, luxury townhouse, luxury finishes, luxury amenity, luxury lifestyle. It's gotten to the point where the word has lost all meaning. I'm a realtor and I see new developments every week, and I can tell you with absolute certainty the word is being thrown around so extensively and so carelessly that I felt I had to make a video about this. Not just for you, but also to myself to make some sense of what really is happening here. So, let me tell you a story about my personal experience with this specific word. And fair warning, the story takes you back to the same South Surrey property I mentioned in my previous video about the developer tactics. If you want to hear about that 50,000 window scam, I'll link the video in the description. But today, we're talking about a different kind of manipulation. We're talking about how one single word can make you feel insecure, inadequate, and willing to pay tens and thousands of more than you should. But before I tell you the story, we need to establish something important. What does the word luxury actually mean? According to the dictionary, luxury is defined as a condition of abundance or great ease and comfort, or something adding to pleasure or comfort, but not absolutely necessary. The second part is key, not absolutely necessary. Luxury, by definition, is something extra, something beyond the basics, something that provides exceptional comfort or ease. And here's where it gets interesting. And this is going to be the foundation of everything I'm about to explain. Luxury means different things to different people, depending on their personal and financial situation. Let me give you an example. Imagine if someone who uses public transit to commute to work every day, they spend an hour on the bus each way. They can't afford a car. For that person, having a personal vehicle would be a luxury. Why? Because it's not absolutely necessary. They're getting to work just fine on the bus, but it will provide them with great ease and comfort. It will save them 30 to 40 minutes a day, depending on where they live. That's what luxury means in its truest sense. Keep this definition in your mind as we go forward because you're about to see how developers have completely twisted it. All right, let's go back to the early 2021. I'm looking to buy a townhouse and I've booked an appointment to view a property in South Surrey. As I'm driving there, I'm seeing their marketing material: luxury residence, luxury living, luxury finishes throughout. I walk into the sales center and I'm greeted by the sales agent. I tell her I like to see the model home. And this is where it gets wild. Within the first 5 minutes, I'm not exaggerating, she used the word luxury at least 10 times. Let me show you the luxury flooring. Notice the luxury appliances in the kitchen. The luxury finishes set this apart. You love the luxury material we've used. She used it to describe the amenities, the flooring, the raw material, the construction, the lifestyle. Everything was luxury this, luxury that. And here's my problem. She's walking me through this place, pointing out all these luxury features. Nothing is standing out to me as particularly luxurious. Let me give you some specific examples. So, the flooring, she pointed and said, notice the herringbone pattern. This is very high end. Now, don't get me wrong, the herringbone pattern for flooring is beautiful. It requires like excellent craftsmanship, and it is far more difficult to install than regular plank flooring. Okay. But does it add comfort or ease to my life? And simple answer is no. It's the same laminate or engineered hardwood you'd find in any standard development. They just installed it in a different pattern. Then we get to the kitchen, and she goes, all the appliances are from Fisher and Paykel, very luxurious high-end appliances. Okay, I have to give it. Fisher and Paykel makes some really good appliances, and they are considered a premium brand. But here's my question: what does that specific dishwasher do that can't be done by an average dishwasher for a different brand? It just washes dishes. That's it. The Fisher and Paykel refrigerator keeps food cold just like Whirlpool refrigerator, just like a Frigidaire refrigerator. There's no magical luxury technology that's going to change your life. So, why do developers do this? Why is every single thing labeled as luxury? Here's the truth. And I want you to really hear this. The word luxury is a marketing trick designed to make you feel insecure. And I'll explain you the psychology of this thing. When everything is branded luxury, your brain starts making comparisons. You'll think, if I don't buy this house, this one with all the luxury features, maybe the other house from a different builder won't be as good. Maybe their sales agent didn't use the word luxury enough in their marketing material, or maybe I'll be settling for less. It creates fear of missing out, or as you like to call it, FOMO. It makes you feel like if you didn't buy the luxury option, you're somehow making a mistake. You're buying something inferior. You're not giving yourself or your family the best. And here's the real insidious part: I believe the word quality has been replaced by the word luxury. Think about this for a second. If I was trying to sell you something and I highlighted the quality of the product, you would ask me technical questions. You would ask, okay, what makes this quality? What materials you used? How long will it last? What's the warranty? How does it compare to competitors? Those are hard questions to answer, and they require facts, they require proof. But if I just call it luxury, now it's subjective. Now it's about feelings and perceptions. Now I can justify charging whatever I want. Let me give you a perfect example of how this plays out. Imagine you're buying a table online, and the budget option, you see a cheap table for 200 bucks. You know it's made of particle board, that's why it's cheap, and the raw material low cost. You know that the particle board furniture has limitations. Once you assemble it and then disassemble it, maybe when you move, things can break, screws will strip out, pieces crack, but you understand what you're getting. The quality is clear. Now, then you see a solid wood table for $500, nothing fancy, just good solid construction. You know the table will last longer. It can take daily abuse. It's a better quality product. The value proposition is clear. You're paying more for better. But now imagine I take the same $500 solid wood table, slap a fancy brand on it, and call it luxury. Suddenly I'm charging $1,500 for it. And here's the problem: how can you be pragmatic when you make a decision? The brand association with luxury clouds your judgment. You no longer compare quality, durability, and material, you're comparing feelings and status. That is exactly what developers are doing with real estate. They are exploiting a vulnerability. You desire to have something special, something prestigious, something you can be proud of, and they're charging you exorbitant prices for it. So, what did I do after viewing that luxury show home? I just made a simple assessment. Whatever they were portraying as luxury living, I can easily recreate it myself and for the fraction of a price. Here's exactly what I did, and you can follow the same strategy. Step number one: shop around and ignore the word luxury. I look at different developments and I was focused on three things: location, floor plan, and the price. I completely turned out all the marketing jargon about luxury this and premium that. Step number two: I asked about appliance upgrades. Once I was sure about a specific unit, I asked the developer, can I upgrade the appliances? For example, the dishwasher, cooktop, refrigerator, and so on. And guess what? A lot of developers let you do this. Here's how it works. They cover the cost of basic appliances that were going to be installed anyways, and you pay the difference to upgrade. In my case, I paid $300 extra to upgrade to a Bosch dishwasher, and I paid $600 extra for a better refrigerator with an ice maker and a water dispenser. Total appliance upgrades, 900. Now, not the 15,000 or 20,000 premium they were charging for their luxury appliance package, okay? Now, the third thing you have to do is I skipped the furniture package. Instead of choosing the standard furniture layout that the developers sell as an upgrade, I hired an interior designer, and with just a budget of $20,000, I had my entire house decorated exactly how I wanted it, custom furniture, my style, my choice. Now, I can call it luxury if I wanted to. I can call it quality. I can call it whatever I want. But here's the thing. It I didn't fall for the marketing jargon. I used critical thinking and I saved a massive amount of money. The total extra investment was 20,900. What the developer would have easily charged for their luxury package would be about 80 to 100,000. Look, here's the bottom line. Don't let fancy terminology distract you from what actually matters. When you see the word luxury in real estate marketing, ask yourself, what does this actually mean? What am I getting that's different from standard options? Is this adding real value or just perceived value? Can I recreate this myself for less? 9 times out of 10, the answer is yes. You can do it yourself better and cheaper. Developers use the word luxury because it works, it sells, it makes people pay more, but you're smarter than that. If this video opened your eyes to how marketing language is used to manipulate buyers, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're looking to buy or sell in Surrey or Greater Vancouver area, reach out. I'll help you see through the BS and make some informed decisions. Thank you for watching. And remember, luxury is whatever you decide it is. Don't let anyone else define it for you.